It's the Cable
So we're looking for Sacrifice. Ophiomancer feeds that by giving you recursive threats. Ragavan gives you some clues to sacrifice, though, as well as your opponent's creatures. I think that works pretty well, too. We're going to either be Black, Red, or Boros, and this does a better job of cutting one of our colors than taking the Ophiomancer. Good chance the Ophiomancer comes back to us. You know, I was jamming pretty hard on the OG Monster Train. Yeah. I think I played both of them about the same amount. Or cleared about into like the level 14-ish. And then I was like, alright, good. Hey, Meathook Massacre. One of them, their drain effects for our sacrifice stuff. Everything's lining up real nice so far. Everyone likes some meat, Zir Lol. So I've been a little unimpressed with Sephiroth, but it certainly does fit the bill here, doesn't it? And then there's a Bloodghast there too. I'm actually going to grab the Bloodghast, I think. Well, I mean, the more drain effects you get, the better. Alright. If you get enough drain effects in play, it starts to become kind of trivial. Like your opponent dies if they block your things, and they die if they don't block your things. Okay, here we go. So this card is at its absolute best with a Goblin Bombardment, but it's still going to be very nice in our sacrifice deck here. Just giving me a pile of bodies to throw around. And yeah, we're even going to take it over the Bolt. Little Yogg action. Hell yeah. One of you, please. I'm not really huge on any of this. Deathrite Shaman could be sack fodder, I guess. I think I'm just going to grab a Toxic. Could be a makeshift sack outlet. Toxic Deluge. Just nuke my board, watch them all die. Kind of like a build your own Meathook Massacre. Hey, the Ophiomancer did indeed come back. There were some other black cards in the pack, but it seems like the other black drafter or black drafters are looking at Reanimator because there's like a crab and stuff, which is good. That means my lane might be open. I'm going to take Fatal Push over the Epic here. Epic here could end up quite good. I'm going to do the push here. Just in case. Hey. Do we like Twilight Diviner and Bloodghast? Is that enough? I don't know if that's enough. Yeah, maybe if I get Gravecrawler too. Hexing Squelcher seems disappointing for Cube. It's a legacy playable. It's like a hoser against your opponent's counter magic and such. I don't think it's bad. Little sideboard action against the artifact deck. I was so surprised earlier when we were playing and our opponent chumped with it. When it would have just one-shot me. This has to be one of the worst Mox Pearls I've ever seen in my life. I might still draft it. Yeah, we're still drafting it. We have just enough colorless mana costs in here for the Pearl to make sense. Bummer losing out on the Bloodstained Mire with our very heavy color requirements. Yeah, it's like right on the edge, huh? Between Bloodstained Mire and the Mox Pearl here. How are we doing on sack outlets? We have Carrion Feeder and Yogg so far. I don't think we need this Zealot. I'm going to grab the Tarn. Sure. There's a Celeste there. Raucous Theater, a little awkward and coming into play tapped. Bone Shards and Season Pyromancer would both be great, of course. Jadar is a very nice pile of duders. So Airship is an option. The Chrome Mox is also almost an option. I'm just going to grab Gravecrawler. I'm just going to make sure I get that. A little iconic with the Carrion Feeder. We have other zombies too, right? Like Jadar makes a zombie. Bloodghast is a vampire, of course. Passage is nice. Help that mana base out a little bit. If we're serious about the Celeste, then the Mana Confluence is interesting. I suppose. It's like that or the Braid, right? Woo! You think this deck's gonna go burr? Yeah, maybe. I try not to count my chickens when I'm playing Vintage Cube. You ready for another off-color Mox? I mean, this one ended up being on-color, huh? So the two cards that make sense here are the Marionette Apprentice and the Murderous Red Camp. Trying to think of which is more likely to wheel. We do have Celeste for the Infinite with Murderous Red Camp. It's kind of nice, kind of groovy. Does Diviner work with Red Camp? So Fury is like extremely tempting, but we're very low on red cards to pitch, and this Reanimate plays well with the Diviner and the Celeste, so even if we're just reanimating some value critter. Are we missing any drain effects? Oh yeah, the one that might wheel. And then in terms of sack outlets, we're missing Bombardment and Gargadon. Mostly what we're missing right now is just more clean mana. Will 7 mana Shielded ever make it back into the cube? No. Now with these people running it. If they rerun the classic cube, they might do that. Oh yeah, Mayhem Double. Mayhem Double would be sick here. My favorite part about Mayhem Daredevil is when the opponent like cracks a fetch and like, all right, take one. They're like, wait, what? Oh yeah. Everything, baby. I'm gonna grab the Moon Shadow out of this pack. The Magda sort of helps for the Celis splash, sort of, but not really. I guess there's a Courtyard here. Maybe that's more important, Kind of okay on early game plays. The Moon Shadow would be great with the creature recursion, of course. But I think I just want to make sure I get some more dualies. Oh, Savai Triumph. It'd be my second comes into play tapped land, which I kind of hate with the curve this tight, but it is my Triumph, isn't it? Grabbing Lutri to just always have a critter. It's kind of clean, too. Okay, so Flame Slash would be interesting. We're certainly a little light on removal, but we're going to grab the 4th, of course. A little bit worried about the double white on Kitchen Finks. A little worried about being able to actually pull that off. So I'm just going to grab a Thari here. Speaking of double white, let's grab Suplex. And there's Black Cleave Cliffs, nice. Note that we just passed a white reanimation effect that works pretty well with Sephiroth. Haven't been impressed with Pursuit. Oh, that's me, Harmon. Hey, the Lutri came back. Wild. Yeah, there's a while where you didn't mind first picking a Chandra, for sure. $11 black sources. Kind of what we need. Is this like at least 8 red? This is 10 red. We can go lower on red. And then white, we need at least 5. And I think we have that for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 8 white. 8 white seems like too many for 3 white cards. We're going to go down to 7. And then we're going to cut this. So we're going to go up to like 13 black. What do you think, Ender? Did we do the thing? I'm looking forward to Gao triggering a bunch with some nice recursion. Yeah, Clamp would have been sweet, for sure. I was planning on turn 2 Gaw, and then like get that rolling as quickly as possible. But then we drew Sephiroth, and it's like, okay, well, probably better have some sack fodder for that. You can persist combo people in standard with the God flip card. I guess I don't know what you're talking about. Well, Suplex has some targets. Is there a chance that Tamio gets banned in Legacy tomorrow? I've heard a few people talking about it. I don't know. I haven't played Legacy much since the last ban. Remember that Sephiroth's going to shrink when it attacks because of the Tamia trigger. So we're getting the critter out of the way there. Make sure it can get in. Exciting. Just gonna keep on sacking Bloodghast. Sure. And the Torture Pit gets sort of handled by the Tamio, so I think we're gonna go Gao plus here. Tendrils of Agony, interesting. Sure. Hey, fuck Ice Dota. Hopefully we get to cast the Duress. Yeah. Yeah, Duress into Athari is a hell of a curve, hell of a turn. I can't think of anything with the Demonic Tutor to do more damage. I guess the Tamio shrinks the birds. The bird and the 2/2. Maybe just trying to drain them out is better. Go get like Meat Hook Massacre, and then play it plus Zealot. The shuffle effect, getting rid of my Blood Gas, was very rude. Oh, because they shuffled my graveyard back in. They took 2 from Gao. Incredible. Hey, Ragnar, thanks for the sub. Ragnar says, congrats on being my longest running subscription, Caleb. Your stream has helped me get through some tough times, bud. A pleasant distraction in an unpleasant world. Appreciate you, Ragnar. Glad I could help in my own small way. So what if I just Demonic Tutored for Bloodghast? And then attack with Sephiroth and Gao and sack Bloodghast. They would drain down to 5. And then what? They triple block Sephiroth? That would have them dead. It's weird, but I think that's my line here. Or does Meat Hook do it better? I would get Meat Hook, and I would play Meat Hook and Zealot. And then sack Gao, drain for 2. Sephiroth, sacks Umbral, drain for 2. Is that not quite enough, huh? I want to try that Blood Goose line. Looks real cute. Yeah, I looked at them triple blocking each, and it looked like they would still take lethal. And then obviously the double chump was. I guess Lauren's coming in, huh? A lot of targets for Lauren. Yeah, Demonic Tutor for a fucking Bloodghast, so much worse than an Entomb there. I'm gonna cut Fatal Push. Didn't look like there's a ton of targets. Besides the Tameo we saw, I guess. Oh, it's the Metzatol track. The orchestra in there. Very fun. Yeah, there was one Drain 2-drop that didn't wheel, and then we never saw Bombardment. Yeah, Bombardment and Torture Pit is fucking insane. If you ever get to combine those 2 cards. Nice to see it back in the cube. We're just going to play Gao on 2. Try and get that rolling. Jadar attacks through Baleful Strix a little bit better than Screaming Nemesis does. I kind of dig just getting Screaming Nemesis in and not having to worry about life gain. I guess I'll play the Jadar. There's the thing of like getting their flyer off the board before we 4th too. Another thing that makes that trade not the worst. This line's a lot better if we just straight up whiff on our 4th land next turn though. And then we're just going card into card. It's not a lot better, just a little bit better. Generous Plunderer. We have a Plunderer in our sideboard. Oh, you were suggesting it because the opponent's on artifacts. Yeah, that was why I drafted it, Opponent's stocking up over there. If you attack with the zombie token first, they don't block, but then you have to sack the zombie at the end of combat, and then you play the Yawgmoth, and you don't have a zombie to sank. until end of turn, and then you don't get to tag with the zombie token on the next turn. So I liked this a little bit better. Yeah, I scooped up a playset of stock ups recently in case I wanted to play blue-black control in standard, and they are fucking expensive. It's like a $7 card on the cheap side. You could sack that zombie token to draw a card. Yogg doesn't like need a target. Doesn't need a target. It's kind of whatever though. Not like I'm lacking in sack fodder. One's got something lined up, huh? What you got for me, Trebel? So this isn't scary unless they're running it out because they're gonna like breach and then flash it back, which they might be doing, right? So then the LED crack is gonna crack for blue, and they can fire off Brainstorm or Baleful Strix. I think that'll be like exactly enough for Tendrils. The first one was for 4, and then 3 more cards. Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, plenty of Storm. And the Brainstorm could even find a play, too. Talisman or something. GG. Quick, drawn to my Mindbreak Trap. Alright, I'll bring the Plunderer in. That's a good suggestion. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been streaming with part of Magic Online clipped the entire stream. Yeah, when I stream on Arena, so like every once in a while an Arena update makes it go below my taskbar, which is very irritating for me because then I need to make my taskbar as small as possible. But when I stream on Magic Online, like I have the taskbar, I have my overlay designed with the taskbar in mind. So then I need to remember to reset it, and I'm fucking never remembering that, right? Fair enough. And that zombie token might end up being more than 2 damage, so we're gonna chill on it, of course. A lot of drain and sack outlets in the deck. That is annoying. You can Gravecrawler, and they block and discard, and you rebuy the Gravecrawler. It's all kind of whatever. And there's like a little bit of risk if they have another burn spell for the zombie token. And there's a chance that you're like guiding the opponent into the correct line if you do all that. Where they wouldn't normally be growing the frog, and then they start and they're like, oh shit, I should just do this. Frog bidding Doomsday. You don't need to jump it, huh? None of our stuff can block. Pretty stoked about that serve, though. Sure. Yeah, I've been very surprised with the frog serve there. Okie dokie. You got a thing? Is it a desperation frantic search? Yeah, I mean, if they were dead on board, they probably should have served the frog, huh? Tried to get something together. They might have missed that the Athari was going to spit out 2 tokens. Has it not been a modern printing of Strix? Oh, you're talking about for the format modern, yeah. Oh, they need to do that pre-block some. Cool. Well, it'd certainly be fine. Just the fact that orcs are in the format means that Strix is never going to be oppressive. It's weird, but I kind of want to bend the suplex here and keep all the mana for the Athari. Or maybe that means I've been carrying feeder. That feels really weird, but we'll try that. Okay, Nightshade Lemonade. Thanks for the sub. Long live the cube. The cube. If they had F6'd my turn, I 100% would have suplexed that top. Because I have no shame. Could forge for a single token here. Pretty okay with that. Ragman's a little awkward against top, but I'm still going to fire this off here. So that treasure is going to be very useful next turn. And now they can spin top again, have a better chance at hitting a land drop. Or not. Maybe they already had a card they liked. Good chance this gets countered or killed or what have you, but I'm gonna slam it in anyway. Oh shit, it resolves, huh? This resolving when they've got top and mana and a couple cards left in hand kind of makes me think that they might be not a pure control deck, Yeah, I'm expecting some kind of reanimation here. Tinker, sure. The card that they need to tinker for is Portal, which won't beat me by itself, but will at least answer the Athari here, yeah. More or less just this turn, right? Might as well play it. Fair enough. Doesn't quite work, the Diviner and the Bloodghast here, because I have to play the Sephiroth to sack the Bloodghast before the land. Before my land drop. Oh, there's an Urborg. I can tap the mountain. And now I'm not triggering Gao, but still get a nice smack in. First time you've seen Diviner do something? Yeah, same. Some people have told me they've like gotten it to work, and then it's like sweet when it does. I think if I had only had like one of Gravecrawler or Bloodghast, I probably wouldn't be playing it. But since I have both and a random Reanimate in here, because I'm trying to do the Celeste thing anyway, like it works with the Murderous Redcap too. Could end up being cool. Opponent's doing Tinker stuff, so I guess we want Lauren and Plunderer again. Minus Fatal Push. And this again, yeah. Yeah, I'll reveal a Lutri, why not? We mulling? We mulling? We keeping? I'm gonna keep this. Really dig the turn 1 duress. Dig it a little bit less now. I guess we can dash Ragavan the turn after they serve with Frog. They didn't draw a Twister, did they? No, they're just getting under for the Riddler, sure. That's good. Nice type play. So I think their deck probably has like a couple of targets for Fatal Push, but I am regretting cutting it. Not that I would have seen it this game anyway. Kind of relying on Ragavan to find a little something off the top of their deck, because the Echo and this Frog are just gonna win the game by their lonesome otherwise. But announce it out. I guess it comes back in, if that's the way that I lose. They're not heavy artifacts enough that we need Gao. I thought I cut the Plunder. Must have cut something else. Oh, I cut Gao. Sure. Would probably rather have Gao on turn 2 on the play. At least Plunder makes the top look awkward. Giving no quarter. What about dimes? 5 nickels. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Quacks, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 98 months. Me boys. Yeah, don't love all that, Vamp Tutor does put them down to 10, but it means they're gonna tinker and portal my board, and even though I boarded another disenchant, I don't have an answer handy. Oh, right. I forgot about this part. Cool. Not really sure what I'm doing this next turn. So if we fourth for 2, they block Celeste, they block the Athari token, they take 7, but then they get Sephiroth triggers. Do we don't have another black source for this Yawgmoth? I've just straight up beaten Blightsteel with Yawgmoth before. I don't think we duress. I think we just fourth for a couple and get in with the Athari, the intuitive line. Oh, the Urborg. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like that. It removes the chance that I get blown out if I don't, like, overblock the Blightsteel. So, like, Athari gets in. You think this is a tense game? Nah, we got him. You think they reanimated the wrong creature? So the reason that Gravecaller is hypothetically scary is if I rebuy it with Celeste and play it, Anthem's my team. I'm gonna jump with Celeste here anyway, though. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Crazy Gnome. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 88 months. Okie dokie. I guess I duress first, huh? Beat a Force of Will. Plenty of damage here. Guilty wins the match. Very slow draw on my part. I probably should have been that Athari. Would have lined up well if I ripped a reanimate later. Oh, okay. What a nice curve. It's a powerful curve. I think I should have been the Athari, though. Looked for a Fatal Push or something good to sack to Sephiroth. Already a lot of clunky business in my grip here. This can just become a 4-5, right? Yeah, you got it. Yeah, if I'd been to Thari, I could be reanimating it this turn. Be a lot better, huh? Fair enough. Do I want to sell us or fourth? Hey, Ray, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 70 months there. Just straight up trade and interesting. We've got some real interesting lines where you can like fourth for 2 and then reanimate Sephiroth and get a Celeste Anthem and start draining and stuff. I think it's still correct to just slam Athari, and then if they answer Athari, then you can reanimate it later. Lauren, no target. You got it. You have got it. Yeah, if they want to trade resources, our hand is all gas, so we did manage to get by the Blightsteel, yep. Interesting. Lauren does have Vigilance, so probably would have pecked in first. Oh, that one's pretty good against this fourth business. I should get the Ragavan, huh? Just a sack to the Sephiroth. Save for the combo next turn. There's not much of a combo next turn. We don't have like a repeated sack outlet here or anything. Kind of clean. I guess I just play it for 2 and kill their board and leave mine. And now the Athari and the fourth are scary again. Oh, Athari's only 2 mana. Oh, well, maybe I missed lethal there. Fair enough. Yeah, my brain, I was thinking it was going to be a 5 mana card, which is obviously not the case. I've played Magic before, I swear. I know it looks like I don't sometimes, but I swear I've played this game. I'm going to play Toxic Deluge. That sweeper ended up being super good against all their tempo flyer things, so bring it in for something kind of clunky. I don't think clunky here. Maybe Diviner. Diviner's a little on the clunk side. Cute. I'm just warming up. Final match of the day. 75% or 66% trophy rate so far. We'll see if we can finish this last matchup. Can I explain the situation I'm talking about? So I have the Athari airbent, and when something's airbent, it only costs 2 mana to replay. So I Meat Hook Massacred away the opponent's board, which included the creature that would have made the Athari come into play tapped. And then I missed that I could just play it for 2 mana and attack and kill the opponent, basically. In my head, I thought it was going to cost 5, that's all. Been the Screaming Nemesis, just have a mono black hand here. Am I going to draft for my future self? I am not. Nope. It would take me a little too long to get to that deck. Because tomorrow I'm jamming some pre-modern. I'm a little spent. I think I grab this Surveil land and then play Passage. We never need double white, so Passage can just be a plains. Fair enough. I think if I have a shatter effect for that hole. Is there any benefit to the Carrion Feeder being in the graveyard? I don't think so. I'm just going to let them portable hole it. I think I do have some shatter effect in here somewhere. Oh yeah, the, whatever that wrestling term is, suplex. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Big Salad, thanks for the 3 months. Hope you're having a good one. There's some cards, huh? There's some Gasaruski. Maybe I'll actually cast my Torture Pit this game. Stop. Cut it out. But I want to lie. This becomes a 4/5. It's pretty annoying. I have to kill something or I'm just dead here. I can kill the Skyclave and chump and take 3 and go to 4, but then, like, what's the plan, right? Just level this up and kill me. Be nice if we had the red mana here to run out the Gao, If we hadn't had to set the passage on white earlier. If I'd played the Blackleaf Cliffs. Or if I just, like, I don't know, played Meat Hook Massacre to kill Flicker Wisp instead of running out Celeste. That would have played out a lot better for me. They just ephemerated? Okay, they just have lethal then. Yeah, I thought about it, but I was also thinking there was, like, no way that Celeste doesn't draw a bunch of awesomeness. I mean, I could have run Celeste out and then just, like, kept the Meat Hook Massacre in hand because it was so good the previous game. As is usually the case. Just a slight bit of thought more would have been helpful. The Fable has been terrifying for my opponent. I think people might underdraft that card. Pump, do it. Do it, coward. Kind of looks like the Yawgmoth show, doesn't it? All these hot bodies. All these recursive bodies. Yeah, for a little bit, there was like Ophiomancer without Yogg and Yogg without Ophiomancer, and I was just kind of like, what are they doing? Nice to have them both, have them all together again. Hoping to draw a land here. Oh, it all comes into play tapped. Damn. Well, I guess I just passed then. Well, even target with that Flicker Wisp, reset your figure, maybe. Pop in my snake that comes back. Cool. You just fucking win, right? You just fucking win there. You just draw the cards. You get to fucking spray more 1/1 counters around if you want. You can do whatever you want there. You can like kill their things and then reanimate them. Like we could have a Flicker Wisp blink if we wanted. There's just so much. Kind of like that actually. And then like the Gao is gonna trigger. It's just yeah. Oh, the Gao is collecting 1/1 counters. Then I trigger. Yeah, fuck. Get out of here, huh? Get out of here. One match away from 4 trophies in a row. Yeah, I have certainly hit 4 trophies in a row plenty of times, but always something